Good morning, folks. Glad to be back here this Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. on 12/5/2018. 12/5/2018 will always be known in the United States of America is the National Day of honoring George H.W. Bush. That's today. Banks are closed. I understand the post office is closed. I think pretty much everything is closed today. There will be, let's go to number one. There'll be they will move George H. Bush's body from the rotunda. The coffin will move from the rotunda, excuse me there, folks, rotunda of the Capitol, and we'll head down to the National Cathedral, where I understand there'll be about 4 eulogies, and the 4 eulogies today before the former president's body will be flown to Houston for private services, and the burial behind the George H.W. Bush Library with his wife Barbara and daughter Robin. We want to play, I want to take the first, and I got to thinking about this, and I went through a lot of social media yesterday looking at some of the highlights and things being said, and I do want to take the first couple minutes of this show and discuss this. This is George H.W. Bush, the fighter pilot that got ejected out after getting hit, completing his mission. It's a kid. And see, that's what I always think. These are kids. It doesn't matter what you say. These are 20-year-old, 18-year-old kids. They call them grown-ups. They call them adults. They let them vote, have a beer, fine. But still, these are kids that we've sent off to war. And there's a picture of George H. Bush. We'll come back to it in a minute. I want to play this video yesterday that has, I'm going to say, everybody. This is one of the videos that will be impressed in my mind for hopefully the healing. I call the healing, the coming together, the understanding who we are. There's certain things that say this is who we are. This is why we went in World War II. This is why we saved this great country after the attack on Pearl Harbor. But enough from me. Let's watch this video and start the day this way. December 4th, 2018. That video will always be marked there. Let's go to number 3. This is Bob Dole. Number 4, and number 5. I want to come back to number 5, but first I want to go to number 1. This is, you see the casket there. In the casket is that kid, George H.W. Bush. You know, back then the kids got a letter, said you have been drafted, I guess, or you need to report. These kids, and most didn't wait for a letter. They rushed to see where they could sign up to serve their country. This generation right here rushed to see how they could serve their country. They rushed to see what they could do to defend communism. They rushed to see what they could do to save the free world as they know it, to make a better life for their kids, for your kids. You know, I don't know about this time, but then they came home in the boom of the 50s. I mean, the 50s, this absolute boom that took place in America, and laying interstate highway and cars and building homes and dishwashers and washing machines and refrigerators, on and on and on. The major boom in this country. But that being said, these kids, okay, rushed. There's number 1, and that's the casket. Go to number 2. This is Bob Dole. These are kids. I keep saying that. This is Bob Dole, World War II. And if many of you, I think it was his left hand, if many of you don't remember, okay, there was fun made of the man that he held a pen. Most of his adult life, he held a pen. Bob Dole has held a pen in the left hand, I think it is. Was it left or right hand? Right hand. But anyhow, because he should, by the wounds and in the battle in World War II that he suffered his wounds, he should be dead. One shot out of a plane, one should be dead right there. Go back to that last picture, number 5. Bob Dole, 95 years old. I think he's 95, saluting. Saluting. We're in the mission together. The casket draped with an American flag, 94 years old. The 2 kids, 94 and 95. The 2 kids that answered the call. The 2 kids that went up, and the kid that went up in the plane and got shot down. The kid that should be dead, standing there with help, 95 years old, saluting. His left hand cupped, right hand cupped to where he can't unfold his fingers by the the injuries that he sustained in the war. You know, something passes on there that just yesterday said something is changing in this country. Something is turning a page. There's a time that is no more. You know, I know sometimes I come on and you think some of the things that I say are silly, but you know, if you did not, at my age, if you did not get the opportunity to enjoy sitting down with grandparents and listening to stories. You know, as Tom Brokaw says, and wrote a book, This is the Greatest Generation. And these kids, and there's a lot of people that send emails out that Bob Dole, remember when Bob Dole ran for president of the United States? And he ran against, was it the second term of Bill Clinton? That Dole ran the second term of Clinton against him. And was Jack Kemp his running mate, if I remember right, Dole? And I remember Bob Dole used to say, you know it, I know it, and the American people know it. I used to love that. You know it, I know it, and the American people know it. And Jack Kemp. But anyhow, that picture yesterday, you know, the sacrifice, the service, what's been given to this country. You know, kids today don't even understand the pain of a paper cut. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean to them. Kids today don't understand the sacrifice, the service for this country. They criticize the country. They criticize what they have. When it comes to pain and enduring and sacrificing, I mean, you know, one would hope that we could live in a world that you don't get a letter saying to report, that you don't get a letter saying, you know, you've been inducted into the Army, you know, you gotta report the draft. You know, hey, all right, so one would hope that we never have to go through that. But when I look at that casket and I look at that 95-year-old man that needs help to get up to salute his friend, it says, hey, the mission's not over. I wonder with those two there what sacrifice we would make as a country. What sacrifice our kids would make to save this great country if it comes to that. If it's left to those, go to number 1. And in this day, it's all that I have on my mind this morning. There's George H. Bush, a kid. H.W. Bush, there's a kid. A kid, okay? I just don't think he knows he's going to be CIA director that day. I just don't think he knows he's going to be vice president of the United States that day. I just do not think he knows he's going to be ambassador to China that day. What he knew that day was he was going to fly that plane and be the best soldier, and he was going to sacrifice himself, if necessary, for this great country. That's what he knew that day. See, what do you know that day? Is there ever been a day? Now go to number 2. Bob Dole. Bob Dole did not know that he was going to go on to be the senator from Kansas and all of the things. If you go through the list of Bob Dole's life that he achieved, how many times he's worked with presidents, been a part of the president's staff, one thing after another in his career. But on that day, he did know that he was prepared to sacrifice himself for this country. And that right hand still shows for that day that he was prepared to sacrifice. What shows in your day, at any time in your life, that you were prepared to sacrifice all for this country? And how is that being taught to our children? And would our 18-year-old kids, when I look at this, and we are today on December 5th, 2018, where it's been declared a national day of mourning as we honor the passing and the life of George H.W. Bush. And I look around and I say, where is this country gone to? Where is this country going? And when I look between that little mark of 18 and 20 years old, I wonder to myself, is it still here to have a day that this generation would be prepared to give all for the sacrifice of their country like that generation? I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take a brief break, and then we will get into election results and the many other things going on today. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
The leaves aren't the only thing falling in Jasper. The prices are falling too at Days Chevrolet. Now during the model year end clearance, get huge savings up to $14,000 off Chevy Silverado Crew Cab and save up to $7,000 off new Chevy Cruze. The prices are falling on every 2018 Chevy in stock during the model year end clearance, going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
8 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Here's to 60 years of Pizza Hut, to original pan, to stuffed crust, and to the best of both. The new double cheesy crust pan pizza with stuffed crust cheese baked just inside the golden edge of original pan. Here for a limited time. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. A lot to go over. First and foremost, if you'd ever like to contact the show, 706-889-9700. That's a 24/7 hotline number. Also, chief at fetchernews.com. And there's all the social media ways that you can follow this show. And fyntv.com there you go. All right, so let's see what direction we gotta you ever hear those guys, and I am getting caught in this. I'm getting caught, but don't you hate that when there's a lot going on and then some analyst says, oh, we've got a lot to unpack here. We've got a lot to unpack. And I've been saying that recently. So we have a lot to unpack here this morning. Number 6, the new Secretary of State of Georgia, Brad Raffensperger. He won last night the election by about 4 points, 52-48. John Barrow, the Democrat, has not conceded the race yet, just asking for all the absentee ballots to be voted, but there is no way the absentee ballots will shrink anything to the point to where Raffensperger will not be the next secretary, the Republican there, the next Secretary of State of Georgia. Now, let me just say it this way. Now we have to see if he has the chops to do the job, and that's just the bottom line. Now, during this last election cycle, I chose not to bring Raffensperger on. I chose not to bring John Barrow on or the Public Service Commissioner Chuck Eaton on the show, and along with what was her name? Why did I never get her name correct? Lindy Miller. I chose not to bring any of the candidates on the show. I told you several times about the campaign, and I actually spent more time focusing on Stacey Abrams, what they are doing, and what it meant to Georgia to have him as Secretary of State. So nothing disrespectful to Mr. Raffensperger by not having him on, but he would have come on and said, vote for me, and gave you his list of things that he planned to do. And I want to stay focused on the reasons why you don't want to let Democrats in the house, in the chicken house there. Okay, so that will be your new Secretary of State. Let's see, is this a repeat, redundant? Am I saying this again? Is this a rewind? Let's make sure he has the chops to do the job now, because this is going to be tough. This guy is walking in to federal lawsuits. Going to be a lot of stuff going on here in the Secretary of State's office that he'll have to handle. Chuck Eaton is also the winner. All right, so that election is over, done, finished, in the books. Georgia, there's no more elections other than today we start the new one. Who will run against Donald J. Trump, who will primary Donald J. Trump, and will Stacey Abrams run against sitting Senator David Perdue. But we're not going to do that. Now, what better way to bring the president down? Now, let's not go into Mueller right now, okay? That's a record. That's a record that's like, that's a B-side right now. I mean, yes, Flynn, the media is going nuts that Flynn is not going to get any. Sorry about this. That's my apology on that. Flynn is not going to get any jail time. Okay, so he's not going to get any jail time. Flynn is not. General Flynn, Michael Flynn, and they are talking about Roger Stone taking the fifth. But here's what I want to talk about. What is being done and manipulated on purpose, okay? If they can change, let's say this. How am I going to spell this out? Okay. The media gets up every day and wants to know how they can figure out what they can get Trump on, okay? And I've made reference that they've got the big chalkboard, and over on the chalkboard they write bullet points of subjects that they can work on to try to bring our president of the United States down. Okay, and the country is my opinion. There's many that dislike our country, okay, and they're upset that we're not rioting over global warming. Now, climate change. The media would be running, and this just changed in my mind real quick, but the media would be running Paris and all the cars burning and the outrage. They would be running all of that rioting in France right now on your TV 24/7 if somebody said that was due to climate change. That was the French people upset that Macron didn't add taxes to them, their gasoline or their diesel fuel. If that was France on fire because they wanted Macron to stop all air conditioning units, okay, from running in the summertime. Anything like that, you would have 24/7. But the revolt of the people, based on his climate change and his gas, his diesel taxes that he had to rescind, but it's too late. It's too late for these people. They're upset. It's done over. You hear nothing in the media, very little. But on a daily basis, they try to create an issue. Now, how many Americans truly, let's go with number 10, okay? All right. Dow plunges amid tariff uncertainty, okay? All right. Now, consumers went, okay? Consumers went. Now, you will watch somebody on TV and they'll say, well, you know, they'll put that tariff on there, but it's really a tax on the American people. It's really a tax on the American people because it gets passed on. Well, I'm not going to argue the economics of tariffs today, but Black Friday and Cyber Monday, record shopping, record numbers were hitting this country. Okay? I mean, you go over here to Walmart, they are pushing out the TVs as fast as they can to the cars, trying to get them out there. You can't get in these shopping centers again this year. And record numbers in sales. Record numbers. Do you think the people that went online, that bought or purchased that new big screen TV or that new home device that you could talk to and say, hey, you over there, what's the temperature? Hey, you over there, turn the lights on. Hey, you over there, turn the TV. Hey, you over there, play this song. That home entertainment system or whatever you got now. Do you know how many people went on there and said, oh, I wonder what I'm paying the upcharge on a tariff? No, record numbers in sales, right? So yesterday, the Dow plunged 799 points based on uncertainty in the markets, uncertainty in the world economy, all right? And this is what's getting sold to you today. See, yesterday you thought you had a good job. Yesterday you thought your job was going well. Yesterday you thought your job was bringing in maybe enough income, okay, to buy the TV. Yesterday you thought about booking that vacation. Yesterday you thought about opening as a small business that new store. But one day you may think different. But that was yesterday. So what does the media have to do? Okay, and I will get through with this. But I know there's so many stories out there that other people are working on. But my point this morning is this. First of all, let me do this, okay? Let me do this. Every once in a while, I like to look at seeing what direction the media is trying to take the country. Now, do you believe in a deep state? I believe in a deep state. Oh, no, he's not going to go down that road right now. Yes, I do. I believe in the deep state. I believe there's a handful of people that control the money. I believe there's a handful of people that adjust the interest rates to benefit them, not you. I think the worst lie it's ever told is some Fed secretary saying we're going to adjust the interest rates to cool the economy down to hedge inflation. Hedge off inflation. Okay, I should know that. I mean, you know what? Makes sense to me. Right? I believe that. I know right now some of you are getting upset with me. I believe there's a Fed chair, and I believe there's some people, that are pulling some strings on the money. I always did say the money. What was it? What was that movie where, what's his name? He wanted to be Count the Money. But anyhow, so I believe that. I believe that there's a certain people that want to slow the economy down on purpose intentionally. Okay? You see, Donald Trump's economy, not Barack Hussein Obama's, Donald Trump's economy is so hot, so smoking, moving so fast, okay? That's the only thing right now that, in my opinion, could hurt him, okay? This is from CNBC. Consumer confidence hits 138.4 in September versus 132 estimate, okay? Consumer confidence rose in September, notching its highest level in 18 years, okay? Highest level in 18 years. Consumer assessment of current conditions remains extremely favorable, bolstered by a strong economy and robust job growth, okay? So consumer confidence, that's you. That's just the confidence. It's an index. You get up in the morning, you feel your job's okay and it's safe. You get up in the morning, you feel you're going to get paid on Friday, and you're not worried about the boss going saying, we're going to cut out all overtime. You get up and you go in the morning, and you know what? The shift manager, if that's the way you work, shift work says, hey, you gotta work, an extra 12 hours, and all you're doing is counting, hey, that's enough for that TV I wanted. And I'm just saying this, all right, putting it together. Or, you know what? I'm gonna put that aside to pay on the new car. Whatever. But it's confidence. It's confidence that you leave on Friday and the place is going to be open Monday. It's confidence. There's all kinds of things that lead to consumer confidence. Okay? I have always, in my own personal life, that kind of confidence has always put me, and I'm sharing personally, in a position to make a decision on a big purchase or a big move. Okay? Now, I believe in risk, and I believe if you don't take a risk, you don't know what happened. I believe in risk. Some don't. But for those that do, okay, some indicators help you make the decision of what your next move is. So what better to do? So that's consumer confidence. Consumer confidence. Small business confidence is back at record high under Trump. CNBC Survey Monkey. Okay, this came out in August. Now we're on the downside that August, September. Now we're October, November, December. That 90-day downside to the end of the year. Okay, small business confidence is back at record high under Trump. Now, during Barack Obama, we actually would do economic forecasts and economic indicators and economic explanations based on weather models. Not joking, okay? Well, things have slowed this past month. The Wall Street didn't get hit too hard because they understand the job growth, slowing job growth, or this sector of the market slowing down because the economy slowing down is because of this storm. or this hurricane or this snowstorm. I mean, we actually had people out there doing economic adjustments, okay, based on weather. So small business confidence is back at record high under Trump. This is in August, okay? Bolstered by a strong economy, small business confidence has continued to climb to record levels, even in the face of potential trade war and increasingly tight job market. All right? Up. An online quarterly poll surveyed more than 2,000 small business owners from July 27th through August 5th. Confidence index hit a record high of 62, tied with results from the first quarter of 2018. All right. 33% plan to increase their number of employees in the next 12 months. Okay. Over 58% of respondents say business conditions are good, up from 53 last quarter and 39 a year ago. So let's stay with that, okay? Year ago, only 39. Trump takes office. There's only 39% of small businesses that say conditions are good. It goes from 39 to 53 to 58. Right? 33% at this survey said they plan to increase their number of employees. So you have August, September, just in this year. Let me double check. Let's see. This came out August 2018, okay? 2018. All right? And this came out, the consumer confidence, September 2018. So September, August, September, October, November, December. Within 3 months, not even 3 months, within 2 months, 60 days almost, they're determined to slow the economy down. They're determined to kill consumer confidence. They're determined to stop small business in its tracks of being confident to make the next move. Now, I know all too well. It takes all kinds of people for the world to go around. If you're out there right now and you're traveling to work somewhere, okay, then you know what? The business needs you to work. They have positions. You have the confidence you're going to work, confidence you're coming home, confidence that you're going to get a paycheck, you're going to buy something, a house, car, whatever. That confidence here, that's a consumer. Small business, that would be us right here. We're small business. We are Small Business USA. Right here, you're watching it this morning. We make a decision to expand and put new reporters on. We make a decision to expand our sports department. We make a decision to expand and start covering news in other counties of the state of Georgia or other states. That's our confidence level. Because we know and we feel good in the morning when we get up. Now, I'm going to sum it up with that. We feel good in the morning when we get up on the direction of the country. Now, the media, see, you're okay until you see this. Now, for me, I'm going to tell you, I might be way too personal this morning. I may be sharing too much, what is it, TMI, too much information. That stock market meant nothing to me yesterday, personally. I didn't lose a dime. Now, I understand there's people that are investors, and that's what they do, and but that's what you do. They're investors. And what they won't tell you is the algorithms, because there's people that do day trading. 7 days a week they do day trading, and they got all these computer models set up in their little study in their home, and they focus on these computer screens all over, and they've got these written programs, and if something starts to move a certain way, it will trigger sales. It'll automatically trigger sales. If something moves another way, it'll automatically trigger buys. Okay? Nobody ever talks about what triggers might hit to cause this. Nobody's talking this morning that even with this, Okay, I think the stock market's still up this year, 3-point-something%. All right? But if you keep seeing that, if they could create that on the screen for you, and then the media does their part, let's go to 19. This is at 5:09 a.m., all right? They're working this hard. This is working real hard. U.S. stocks fall on growing fears of a recession, okay? There's a model, and I don't want to get into this because it gets technical. I understand it somewhat, but I can explain it not at all. I can't really explain it. But there's models that they say they're looking at, economic models, that show indicators, all right? So U.S. stocks fall on growing fears of recession, right there. How better to stop Trump? How better to slow Trump down? How better to bring this country down, right? Number 20. There's Larry Kudlow. U.S. stocks fall on growing fear of recession. I'm going to tell you right now, there's a group of people that put us in recession, and there's a group of people that pull us out of recession. And our confidence right now as a people here in this country is at all-time high. All-time high. And there's certain people that do not want to see, 1, the success of our country, 2, the success of our president, 3, our success, period. That's just my opinion, okay? But if they can start putting it in your head, if you watch that stock market and you watch the left media, the deep state media, start selling you there's a recession, maybe small business will slow its thoughts of opening more stores, hiring more people. Maybe small business owners this morning, and if they can continue down this road, they may be sitting around saying, well, we better hold on. We better not invest in those 2 trucks. Well, recession, we talked about recession in October. Now we see slumping truck sales, big truck sales. Not even 45 days away is coming in, slumping truck sales. More reason to feel there's a recession. No. They are creating, okay, a narrative. They are manipulating, and they are trying to sell you that a recession is here, and we're on the edge of a recession, and they're trying to kill confidence in our country and our president. It's a bottom line, okay? You tell me. Now, I know what's going to happen here is you're going to say, as things progress. Now, myself, I don't see it. I don't see it. All right? And I'm not blind to it, and I'm paying attention. But I do want you to know their intention is to push us into a recession. Their intention is not to stop. Because, see, if you look at that headline there, U.S. stocks fall on growing fear of recession, do you expect them to come back spring of next year and say, we were wrong? I mean, we thought a recession was in place, but it's not. Absolutely not. The media will not stop till they try to get us, at a lack of wanting to say it, mind control, that we are in a recession. That's what they're hoping for. And we're not. They're hoping for a recession. That is the saddest thing. The media hoping for a recession and trying to kill all confidence right now in this country. What a day. I'm your host, BKP. We'll take a brief break. I just wanted to get that because you're getting beat with that. You're going to get beat with that all day long. There's going to be these quick sound bites on the radio, okay? There's going to be quick sound bites on the radio. You're going down the road and you're listening to some radio station. This is the top of the hour, and they're going to break in with their 3-minute ABC News clip or NBC News on your radio station. And in there, it's going to be really quick, not even 10 seconds. Yesterday, the Dow was down close to 800 points on fear of what many economists are saying that many economists fears of a recession coming here soon, on its way, coming to a country near you, USA. Those are going to be little sound clips that are going to start to go in your head. Honey, I wonder if we should buy a car. You know, the media, I heard 3 times a day on the news that something could be happening on a recession. I'm your host, BKP.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
The leaves aren't the only thing falling in Jasper. The prices are falling too at Days Chevrolet. Now during the model year end clearance, get huge savings up to $14,000 off Chevy Silverado Crew Cab and save up to $7,000 off new Chevy Cruze. The prices are falling on every 2018 Chevy in stock during the model year end clearance. Going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Here's to 60 years of Pizza Hut, to original pan, to stuffed crust, and to the best of both. The new double cheesy crust pan pizza with stuffed crust cheese baked just inside the golden edge of original pan. Here for a limited time. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Sorry about that last direction. I mean, I'm not a, what do they call it, a Debbie Downer? I don't know what you say, all right? I'm just not. I'm a optimistic kind of guy. Man, the glass is half full with me, and I'm ready to fill it up and go. Can't wait to get here in the morning. And I was not trying to add on to the fears, but I just want to let you know there's something bad wrong when 2 months. You know, in 8 years, they had an Obama, they claimed there was an Obama recovery for 8 solid years. 8 years we lived in the Obama recovery is what I was told, okay? And then Trump comes in, and we start seeing real economy. Now, one day I want to get into that. The last time this country the last time we lived through what I called a real economy, all right? And there's a lot of debate on that, was Ronald Reagan. So we're starting to live through a real economy, seriously. Manufacturing up. The manufacturing that we did have is increased, okay? More jobs, manufacturers coming to this country. Job growth up, wages up, regulations down, government out of the way, and we have a real economy. And this guy's president of the United States, okay, he's in his second year, and not even August, September, not even by September, in 60 days, Obama had an 8-year recovery according to the media, but in 60 days alone, they are trying to crash this great economy that Donald J. Trump is president of the United States presiding over. I'm just telling you, watch that. Watch their fears of recession. Who has growing fears of recession? All right. Okay, let me go here. I've been fielding phone calls. Okay, I've been fielding phone calls, text messages. All right, and let me say this. All right, text messages and phone calls I've been fielding this morning. I don't know if you were here a couple weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago. I did a segment for Gilmer County as far as giving the post commissioners a raise. Well, last night was a meeting, and it is on our Facebook page, and we will be posting it online. Last night was a meeting to approve the 2019 Gilmer County, Georgia operating budget, and I went to that meeting, and I went to the podium, and all I'm going to say is after I got done with my presentation and my reasons why I did not want, the state of Georgia making changes to the post commissioner's pay and giving it back to the people of Gilmer County, they reversed their decision last night. So for those of you in Gilmer County, or those of you out there, if you will go and you don't like the word fight, okay? And I don't mean literally get up there and fight. You do it respectfully. I mean, I'm at the podium. You can watch what I do. I try to stay respectful. I try to say I apologize if I sound like I'm coming across the wrong way. But at the same time, I'm fighting for a reason. So you see these videos every once in a while. Go put your facts together and fight for a reason, okay? And last night, and you can win. And last night, my opinion, the citizens of Gilmer County won last night when the commissioners reversed their position on raises for post commissioners as far as letting the state make the determination. So there you go. And that video is online where I made my presentation. I get a little worked up, and I did last night. Just saying. Okay, folks, before we get to... I got a question. I just want to throw this out. I got a question, okay? Let's go to 18. Now, you're seeing all over the media, senators furious after CIA Khashoggi briefing. Why, Lindsey Graham came out and threw one of his little famous sissy fits. Why there's no smoking gun. It's more like a smoking chainsaw. Smoking chainsaw. So Gina Haspel, the head of the CIA, made it up to Capitol Hill to see little Bobby Corker, a senator that is leaving, okay? And, ever since, I gotta say this, ever since Sissy Fit Graham threw his little tantrum, which we all enjoyed, the nation loved it. We loved it, all right? Ever since he threw his little sissy fit in the Kavanaugh hearing, when he said, you know what, I've had enough of this. I'm from South Carolina. And when we've had enough, we've had enough. You just try to ruin the good man. Anyhow, when he I'm sorry. Every time I think of Lindsey Graham breaking into a rage, it was great. We loved it. You loved it. In fact, we ended up that day. I posted on social media, okay, Lindsey Graham, do I like this guy now? Question mark is like, do I like him now? Okay, so anyhow. But ever since that, Lindsey Graham, he has been throwing these little out in the hallway of the Senate sissy fits. They find him and he just gets all riled up. Well, yesterday he said, it's not a smoking gun, it's more like a smoking chainsaw. And you're thinking, you're trying to get out of your mind. Boom! Chainsaw starting up. All right. Off with his arm. Oh, my God. Holy smoke. So anyhow, here's my question. Okay, number one, just a quick reminder. I don't want to get stuck on Khashoggi today, okay? I feel like when I pronounce it, I have to stutter. Was that disrespectful? Will I get letters now from all the people that stutter? I mean, will Mill Tillis write me now? I'm sorry. Where am I going with this? I got to reel this one back in, all right? So I'll get hate mail because, I'm making fun of somebody with a disability that stutters. But that's how you pronounce his name. You just throw a stutter in there and you can get it, okay? So that being said, let's just, again, one more time, he is not an employee of the Washington Post when they all get on there and cry about their colleague, okay? He is a contributor to the Washington Post, or was a contributor to the Washington Post until he met up with a buzzsaw, ran straight into a buzzsaw, all right? Can't say that anymore, right? If you're calling football and you go, well, that running back got through the line, but he ran smack into a buzzsaw. Can't say that anymore, okay? Say how this guy right here, he was a contributor to the Washington Post. This guy right here had a residence card. He was a resident of the United States of America. He was not a citizen. Now, my interest is, and here's what I want to leave you to think, and we'll come back to this, but here's all I'm going to ask you, and you can send me 706-889-9700. You can give me the answer of what you think, okay? You can email me, chief@fetchernews.com, whatever. You got it? But I'll tell you this. I would like to know why there is so much interest, outrage, and retribution. We want to go after Saudi Arabia over this guy here, not even a citizen. Then we had outrage over 9/11 and Saudi Arabia's involvement. I'm going to tell you, not all, but a good part of your Senate and your House and your government went silent. No discussion, no talk. There was no cries, no outrage. If you equaled the outrage of the media over this guy here, okay? Now this guy, he wrote some things, they didn't like it, the Crown Prince. Now, there's nothing about, we are not, okay, condoning chainsaw massacre. Stop, BKP, come on, some of these things are not funny. We're not condoning a chainsaw massacre of anybody at no time, all right? But this guy walked into his consulate, whatever, in Istanbul, Turkey. And the Crown Prince does not like him. He wrote a couple things they don't like. We're just paraphrasing here real quick. And bada bing, bada boom, fire up the chainsaw. And, we don't know what happened with the little vans when they left. Now, that being said, the outrage, the needing to see, pay attention to me, damn it. The needing to see Gina Haspel with the CIA up on the Hill for a briefing over this guy. The releasing of the tape. Why, in 9/11, we started sealing things off. In 9/11, the 9/11 Commission, we started, sealing things off. Don't talk about it. In 30 days, whatever this guy's been dead, this guy versus what, 3,000 Americans over here? This guy, one guy. These are citizens over here. This guy, one guy. Saudi Arabian citizen, folks. Met some foul play, and he's no longer alive, and he happens to be a citizen in one of those countries that it's off with your head. Not saying it's right, but if you stop and think about it, we did not have a list of senators demand the CIA come to Capitol Hill and brief them. We did not have a list of senators that demand the CIA come to Capitol Hill and show them everything they had on 9/11. We did not demand any of that. The media didn't demand it. The media soft-pedaled the Saudis' involvement in 9/11. Our government soft-pedaled the Saudis' involvement in 9/11. But now, we must do something. Because, God forbid, in the last 60 days, you hear Iran. Are they still a country? I don't know. Did they break their agreement, their great agreement that we paid and bought from Obama made with them by doing a test missile? Where's that in the front page of the news? No, this damn guy is in the front page. This guy. Is Iran still there? Are they still there? What's Iran's involvement in Yemen? What's Iran's involvement in Syria? What's Iran's involvement anywhere? I don't know. I haven't heard Iran. My God, if you could find me anything that said Iran in the last 60 days. Remember, we talked about the media manipulating you just from September. August, September, now October, November with the recession looming out there. This guy, last 60, 40 days, whatever it's been, we don't even know if Iran exists anymore. There's more emphasis on this damn guy in a chainsaw and what they did to him in a consulate in Turkey, the Saudi Arabia consulate over there in Turkey, than there is the whole rioting in Paris. But let me tell you something. I'm going to ask you a question. How come we didn't get all worked up over Saudi Arabia at 9/11? How come we didn't have CIA briefings and demand them? How come we didn't have senators coming out in the hallway and demanding sanctions and stop arms sales and don't buy any more oil and don't do this and don't even talk to the Saudis and kick them all out of this country, get them out of our schools? How come? Why? Why has this guy demanded so much? Just saying. I'm going to take a brief break. We're going to come back. But Khashoggi, I'm telling you now, got another direction we're going to go in when we come back. I just wanted to say, I'm just sitting here, and I guess this morning is filled with a lot. I do hear I know all the top stories, and Rush will do it today, and he'll break it down real well, and maybe Sean will do it tonight, and it's Michael Flynn, Michael Flynn, Michael Flynn. But as you know, if you've watched this show, there's days we'll take a different take, because every time I hear the media saturate me with some sort of brainwash, from recession to Michael Flynn to Mueller to what did the memo mean, what did the sentencing memo mean? All of the above, all of the above. Every time I hear that, I say, why are we not hearing other things? And this Khashoggi, I've about had it with the Saudis and this damn Khashoggi up here, because I know for a fact we didn't even get this kind of coverage at 9/11 concerning the Saudis' involvement on that. I'm your host, BKP. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
The leaves aren't the only thing falling in Jasper. The prices are falling too at Days Chevrolet. Now during the model year end clearance, get huge savings up to $14,000 off Chevy Silverado Crew Cab and save up to $7,000 off new Chevy Cruze. The prices are falling on every 2018 Chevy in stock during the model year end clearance, going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Here's to 60 years of Pizza Hut, to original pan, to stuffed crust, and to the best of both. The new double cheesy crust pan pizza with stuffed crust cheese baked just inside the golden edge of original pan. Here for a limited time. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Okay, folks, as you are watching, I'm back. By the way, have you not recognized I'm back? 706-889-9700. That is the 24/7 hotline right there. Chief at FetcherNews.com. If you're wondering what is taking place in the Fannin County murder, yes, a murder yesterday in Fannin County. It is posted on our website, FetcherNews.com, Fannin County, and we are continuing to following that. Some kids, bad murder in Fannin County yesterday on our website, FetcherNews.com. There is now the names and several things going on there, and we have some more details up from yesterday on that story. While the media is playing a Michael Flynn Day, it's the Michael Flynn, get me that old 45 out of Michael Flynn. We're going to play that all day long. You remember the day that the disc jockey, well, might have kids out there that don't understand what I just said, but disc jockey played the records. He just played that one broken record, okay? You know, that is, for you kids out there, here's the phrase that pays, all right? I always love to do that. I wouldn't be on the old, I wish we could go back about 30 years ago and I could be on the radio. Today's phrase that pays on B1000, the Morning Zoo. Did you ever what the hell was the Morning Zoo? All right, so one of those kind of days for me, hey? But like a broken record. There's one kids are trying to figure out. Well, they will not shut up. They're like a broken record. Mystery. He's speaking in code now. We'll have to go over and get our Annie Oakley decoder ring and try to figure this out. So, that being said, Michael Flynn is your daily, let's go here, number 16. Okay. And I'm having the kind of day when things like this happen, I have the kind of day where I need to look under the veil, behind the curtain, and find Oz and say, what's happening out there? What is getting ready to transpire? So today is Mueller files Flynn's sentencing memo. Flynn was interviewed 19 times with special counsel and others. Okay, that was right out of the box at 4 a.m. this morning. I mean, they're all over this. And then you got number 17. Stone pleads the fifth in Senate Russia probe. Rebuffs request from Judicial Committee for documents and interview. Let me tell you what Stone did. The Judicial Committee is the Senate Judicial Committee. The Judicial Committee is the Senate Judicial Committee, and I'm pretty sure you do the research. It is ranking member. Now, this is a good example right here. Ranking member, Dianne Feinstein. In fact, Google that real quick. Is it, I think I had the story here earlier. Let's see. I don't have it right now, but I think it was Dianne Feinstein, right? So she's the ranking member of the Judicial Committee, and she told Roger Stone, all right, that she wanted these documents, and Stone said no. All right, so he did not come in, and they're making a big deal. He did not come in unless I missed it, okay? And I try to keep up with things, but unless I missed it. Stone did not come in before the Judiciary Committee, all right? So if you watched all of Hillary Clinton, they're trying to say, oh my God, Stone plead the fifth. Remember what Donald Trump said? That if Hillary Clinton's people pled the fifth, they were what? They were probably guilty of something. All right. Roger Stone pleading the fifth is to Hillary Clinton's people pleading the fifth is equal to Ivanka Trump's private emails being using a private email server versus Hillary Clinton's emails. It's the exact Exactly the same. Lock her up over her private email server, Hillary Clinton. Ivanka Trump used private email and, went through a server that wasn't, secure. That's equal. No, nothing equal. This is the same thing. While Roger Stone rebuffed requests from the Judicial Committee for documents and interview, he didn't plead the fifth. You understand what pleading the fifth is? Is when you go under oath, then you plead the fifth. We watched Brian Pagliano? Do the research, damn it! I mean, my God! How many of you sit and believe this garbage? I get so tired of what is being taught in school. So the Judicial Committee has a committee. When you come there, you are taking oath. Hey, I plan to tell the truth, the whole truth. You remember that? You have all these pictures. Go on the damn internet and check. You got Comey going like this. I plan to tell the truth. You got Clapper. Yeah, well, this won't stop me from lying, folks. You got Brennan. You got all of them. Do you have a pic? Show me a damn picture of Roger Stone before a committee going like this. Remember the Kavanaugh hearings? Same committee. They don't tell the damn truth about nothing. Not a damn thing do they tell the truth about. Look at the logo on the bottom. CNN. Damn bunch of liars. That's all they are. Do you have a picture? Can you email me a picture now at chief@veterannews.com of Roger Stone before the committee going like this? Can you? Hell no. Let me explain this committee to you. It's called the Judicial Committee. It would be the same one that was lined up in the horseshoe with Spartacus. Do you see the picture of Spartacus there? No. Do you see Jeff Flake? No. Do you see Kuhn? No. Do you see Grassley? Dianne Feinstein? No. No. Absolutely not. Same one. Remember, Kavanaugh had to go like this. Boom. So when you can send me a picture that has Roger Stone going like this, swearing to tell the truth, the whole truth, and the committee looking at them, and immediately Roger Stone saying, here's the attorney, my impression of the attorney. Okay. Sir, I'd like to at this time invoke my Fifth Amendment rights according to the Constitution of the United States of America. Damn, I knew he would come in here and do that. Brian Pagliano, didn't he do that? Didn't he say, I can't answer that question? I can't answer that question. Right? Did Roger Stone do that? No, a ranking member. Now, I'm going to tell you what the hell this means. And I'm wondering if people are listening. But here's what happened. A ranking member that has no power, no authority, asked him for documents. Stone pleaded the fifth in Senate Russian probe. No, he didn't. He didn't plead no damn fifth. Rebuffs request from Judicial Committee for documents and interview. He was asked by a ranking member, let me tell you what Roger Stone did. He said, I don't have to give you blank. I don't even have to return your blank phone call. Who the hell do you think you are? And he moved on. That's my take, right? Because it's powerless. Powerless. Pay attention to what I said. Because we're going to flip the script, as the kids say, I guess. It's powerless. Stone Dianne Feinstein's on the phone. Wants to know if you'll send some documents. Yeah, really. Yeah, Dianne, they're on their way. Run out to the mailbox. Dianne, run out to the mailbox. Stand right there. Take a coat. Put a hat on. I hear it's cold. But don't you leave that damn mailbox because I'm going now. I'm going to airmail them. You run right now, Dianne Feinstein. You get those. That powerless ranking member. Now, let's flip one more over. What's this got to do with anything, right? That's what you're about to say. What has this got to do with a single thing? Because this is the one, and I'll give Fox News credit for this. as far as putting this up, where I grabbed this picture. Let's go to number 14. Why does that matter? And what does it relate to? This is like the Kevin Bacon game. You remember the Kevin Bacon game that everything always reverted back to Kevin? Tom Steyer. Give you a second, see if you can think about you've ever heard that name somewhere before, maybe on this show. The billionaire half-Jew, crazy guy from California, okay? Seeking impeachment. He's in Charleston, South Carolina. He is doing town halls. Look at where he's at. Charleston, South Carolina. Lindsey Graham's territory. Lindsey will be out in the hallway today. What's he doing in my town? Seeking impeachment. Liberal mega donor calls Trump corrupt. Tom Steyer. Now, here's the big lie. And I'm going to finish this up because today is the things that I'm trying to get you to stop and think about. All right? And so when it comes out, you can, you don't want to leave because I'm going to close the show with something that I was wrong about. Yes, I was wrong about it, and I'm going to close the show with it. Where's it at? It's premature. Incoming Judiciary Chairman warns against rush to impeachment. I'll leave that up there. Hey, you don't have a picture from yesterday of Gerald Nadler. You remember Gerald? He's from yesterday. How hard would it be to pull that? I pulled that up yesterday. All right, just go ahead and throw it at any time. So, it's premature. Incoming Judiciary Chairman warns against rush to impeach. It is premature because Mueller's putting the opposition research together. We're gonna, we're celebrating Hanukkah right now, right? We're celebrating Hanukkah, and and then we'll have Christmas, and and then we'll have New Year's, and and we'll be saying Happy New Year's, and we'll have, people drinking champagne. There's Gerald Nadler from New York. That's Gerald. He's got that look. He's got the look, right? He's got that look. Look in his eye. I'm on my way, Donald. Anyhow, let's leave Nadler up. Flip back to Steyer, the last one you had, if you can remember which one that was, the last one. Okay. So you got Tom Steyer there, seeking impeachment. Let's put this together. Okay. And you have Jerry is going to be the new chair. He's Judiciary Committee ranking member. Okay. He's going to be the chair. See, right now, if Gerald, look, if you send me, if Jerry right now is the ranking member of the House Judiciary Committee, we're talking about the Senate with Tom Stone, okay? If he sent, Roger Stone, if he sent Roger Stone today a message, Gerald Nadler, hey, I would like all your documents. Stone would say to Nadler, you're the ranking member, really? You can go to blank. I don't give a rat's blank. Really? Go to the mailbox, Jerry, and wait for them. But guess what? Jerry right there, in January, Jerry goes from ranking member to chair. So the thing with Roger Stone and the Senate Judiciary Committee is he didn't even have to listen to them. And that's just an example of they're powerless, right? Powerless. Comey going to testify, maybe behind closed doors, because the House right there is not powerless today. But guess what happens in January? The Republicans in this branch of government body, in this body, become powerless. Trying to put it together. Go back to Tom Steyer. Now, Steyer is crisscrossing the country demanding Trump be impeached. Steyer has spent millions. You don't spend hundreds of millions of dollars, and not get something in return. You just don't. You get something for your money. That guy will not stop. Now, another thing that you need to look up is Democrats are rushing to get on the House Judicial Committee. Where will impeachment start? Right there with Tom Steyer pushing the House Judicial Committee. The House Judicial Committee will bring the articles of impeachment. They will do the impeachment trial, and they will do the investigation. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. So let's go back to Gerald Nadler. Gerald Nadler will be chair. Now, the New York Times, this is November 30th, not long ago. Just seems like a week ago. All right? He went on there to the New York Times and lied. This guy said, incoming Judiciary Chairman warns against rush to impeachment from the New York Times. That's November 30th. Representative Gerald Nadler, the outspoken New York liberal in line to lead the House Judiciary Committee, wants to have a conversation about impeaching the President of the United States. It's just not one many Democrats want to hear. In my view, it's premature. Let me tell you what premature means to Gerald. In my view, we don't have the Mueller investigation. In my view, I don't have the research behind me. In my view, I don't have anywhere I can go and pull the documents yet. I don't have the power. You see, he gets, in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, he gets subpoena power. Mueller's not going to indict. You have sit there and you have listened to them damn people on TV for 2 years. Well, they indict Donald Trump. Wonder if the Supreme Court says he can be indicted. Can a sitting president be indicted? You've wasted hours of your damn life wondering if the president of the United States can be indicted. No, Mueller doesn't have an indictment coming. He just doesn't. I'm going to tell you, I'm rolling the old bowling ball here. Mueller has no indictment coming for the President of the United States. But Mueller's going to lay out the opposition research. And they're going to do what they think they're finishing the investigation. Subpoena power. So when you hear Representative Gerald Nadler is outspoken, in my view, it's premature, Mr. Nadler said. Recently, we don't have a case. No, we don't have Mueller. As soon as Mueller gets done, you'll have what you call a case. Even as the special counsel Robert S. Mueller III moves forward with his investigation of Trump's campaign ties to Russia, okay, all right, on Thursday, winning a new guilty plea from President Trump's former lawyer, Michael D. Cohen, Mr. Nadler finds himself repeating that line a lot these days. He repeats it to Democrat colleagues, giddy with newfound power, to television anchors thrusting for an on-air reaction to Trump's latest taunt, and to his own Upper West Side constituents. Some of the most liberal voters in the country who, like their congressman, view Mr. Trump as nothing short of an threat to American democracy. All right? I will never say that you should never take political considerations into account, Mr. Nadler. 71, he's 71. Point being is, Mueller finishes the investigation. All right? What do you keep hearing? I like to pick up the catchphrases. They feel that Trump has been compromised by the Russians. Okay? They feel Trump has been compromised by the Russians. That's exactly right. I had one here. I don't know if I sent it to you today, Josh. Let me see. Let's go to Adam Schiff, okay? And that is number 9. The recommendation of no jail time for Flynn, apart from his obvious irony of the man who led chance of lock her up, reflects both the timeline and the significance of his help. Most of the details are redacted signals. He has given far more than we or the president may know. Okay? Flynn provided substantial assistance. They have no case against Flynn. They know they never had a case against Flynn, and Flynn has no more than lies to the FBI. He met with Siklyak from Russia. He told him he didn't. He had to go back and correct it, whatever. There's really nothing to put the man in prison on, and I don't know what he has given Robert Mueller. But Schiff, Nadler, all of them feel. Nadler said, I feel that the Russians have the upper hand on the president. The Russians have him compromised. Oh, there's a whole new investigation. It has gone from Russian collusion, obstruction of justice, jury tampering, okay, Russians' influence of the 2016 election, to now there'll be an investigation. And it will be, do the Russians have the upper hand on the President of the United States? And that's a scary, dangerous thing they keep telling you. So anyhow, let's go to this, and we'll come back. Number 14. Spent way too much money. He's seeking impeachment. Remember, now what I'm going to get at with the House Judiciary Committee, okay? And Roger Stone didn't plead the fifth, okay? That's equal to Hillary Clinton's gang of criminals that pled the fifth? No. He didn't plead the fifth, but they're going to tell you he did. This guy right here, Democrats are rushing, look it up, they're rushing to get on the House Judiciary Committee. Who will now be the ranking member for the Republicans with no power? Doug Collins. Congressman Doug Collins will be the ranking member. I got him here on the show yesterday morning. Ranking member, powerless, will only be able to come out and fight, and we're going to see what kind of fight they put up, because this guy, you've got Dems running to get on the committee because they're going to be the majority. They're going to have subpoena power. You got this guy that's paying the bills. All right, he's buying the steak at the steakhouse. He wants the sizzle, the grizzle, what is it? They said the other day, the 86er. Hey, you got to eat gristle and all. This guy is not going to rest. So Nadler will have to move forward once he gets the opposition research from Mueller to go after Trump. The Republicans will be powerless, and the example today is like Dianne Feinstein is powerless to ask Stone for documents, and he did not plead the fifth before any committee. This time, Dems and the criminals will be powerless. The Republicans will be powerless against the Dems and the criminals in about 4 weeks. Just putting it out there. Get ready. Let's take a break. We're going to come back. I got a couple local things I want to talk about before we close today's show, and a couple more things I want to do. So let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
The leaves aren't the only thing falling in Jasper. The prices are falling too at Days Chevrolet. Now during the model year end clearance, get huge savings up to $14,000 off Chevy Silverado Crew Cab and save up to $7,000 off new Chevy Cruze. The prices are falling on every 2018 Chevy in stock during the model year end clearance. Going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Here's to 60 years of Pizza Hut, to original pan, to stuffed crust, and to the best of both. The new double cheesy crust pan pizza with stuffed crust cheese baked just inside the golden edge of original pan. Here for a limited time. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Okay, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I have to tell you one place where I was wrong. I know, deep breath, sigh, really, I was wrong. And one place I have to make a correction. I'm not wrong, I have to make a correction. Let me tell you where I was wrong. Say it like this. Damn, I said that way too many times. Somebody can just clip that and just play it against me. I was wrong. I said that Georgia, I was predicting that Georgia would lose one constitutional office, the state of Georgia, to a Democrat. I thought it would be Sarah Riggs Amico, if anybody, the lieutenant governor. I thought it would be. I feel down the stretch, if she would not have bumped into a couple things, if she would have separated herself just a little bit from Stacey Abrams and was able to get away from some of the Hollywood stuff, I still think it was possible. There was a couple things that happened as far as alleged lawsuits in her company, the Me Too moment comment she made. A couple things caused her some difficulty. So I thought it would be her, and if not her, maybe the Secretary of State. But I did feel Georgia would lose one of the constitutional offices, and they did not. That being said, my little out here on being wrong there is it was too close to discuss, and that's the problem in itself. I mean, I felt Georgia was on the edge of one of these offices flipping. Education Secretary, Ag Secretary, AG, Secretary of State, Lieutenant Governor. I was feeling myself that one of these were going to flip, and it didn't happen. But they were too close for comfort, right? Too close for comfort. That's the one. The second is Stone pleading the fifth. Now, I kept saying pleading the fifth because he did not go before a committee, all right? So I want to get the correction here that I'm in error on, okay? The way I was trying to explain this. Trump associate Roger Stone invokes Fifth Amendment, won't give Senate documents or testify. Stone has been entangled in an investigation by Congress and Special Counsel Mueller. Roger Stone, an associate of Donald Trump, this comes from NBC News, says he won't provide testimony or documents to Senate Judicial Committee. Now, they want to lead you to believe he turned down Chuck Grassley, okay? Yes. An attorney for Stone said in a letter to Dianne Feinstein of California, the committee's top Democrat, that Stone was invoking his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination in refusing to produce documents to appear for an interview. Feinstein made the letter public via Twitter Tuesday afternoon, one day after President Donald Trump tweeted his support for Stone. Okay? Now, Fifth Amendment, and I said he did not plead the Fifth. He did not go under oath and plead the Fifth, okay? He did not. Now, what here is the difference that I invoking, okay? Invoking. So I want to make that correction because there might be some people out there saying that I didn't know what I was talking about. But Roger Stone did not take the stand as in court, did not do anything and say, I swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and under oath pleaded the Fifth, his rights. He just told Dianne Feinstein, as I explained in a letter. Remember, Feinstein released this, okay? He didn't have to. He didn't tell Chuck Grassley no. Or it would be all over the news. If Chuck Grassley, the chair of the Senate Judicial Committee, would have asked Roger Stone and sent a subpoena to testify, Stone would be up on Capitol Hill going like this, period. And he would be saying, hey, I swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Then he would plead the fifth. Hey, I'm taking the fifth, okay? That's what I was getting at. The whole thing there is Stone told them basically, go to blank. You're powerless. And my Fifth Amendment says I don't have to incriminate myself. I don't have to talk to you. And that was the point I was trying to make on that. Because they're trying to compare Hillary Clinton's people of pleading the fifth, Susan Rice, okay, Uma Abedin, anyhow, and Roger Stone. So I want to clear that up on the Fifth Amendment. I want to get that straight. Now here's an interesting one. Local Georgia House race separated only by 3 votes. Only by 3 votes. Now remember the redo. This was Stacey Abrams. Remember, this was Stacey Abrams' thought process. At first, she wanted a redo. A redo election for North Georgia's seat in the House of Representatives remains unsettled today, okay, with just 3 votes separating the 2 Republican candidates. The repeat election between State Representative Dan Gazaway and challenger Chris Irwin was ordered by a judge because dozens of voters received ballots for the wrong district in the original May 22nd Republican Party primary election. Irwin led Gazaway after all election day votes were reported, but previously and overseas ballots, sorry about that, but provisional and overseas ballots were still pending. It's unclear how many of these ballots are outstanding. They could still be counted if they're received by election officials Friday. Okay? The incomplete vote count Tuesday night was 3,516 for Irwin and 3,513 for Gazaway. Gazaway trailed Irwin by 67 votes in the first Republican primary. Okay? 3 votes. 3 votes. It's all that separates these guys. House District 28 covers Banks County and Stevens County, as well as half of Habersham County. So there is a story that is going around this morning. It's 9:53. I have just a minute or two. I know they've have started the funeral for George H. Bush. And let me just look at this. This guy right here is testing the water out there. Put up number 15. He is in Cedar Rapids, Iowa yesterday. Michael Bloomberg, Democrat, former New York mayor, out there trying to start his presidential campaign. And, again, now, Joe Scarborough, don't cry, Joe, number 7. This is an updated picture of Joe Scarborough after he got married there, and here he is, number 7. There's Joe Scarborough. That's him on MSNBC crying. Sorry, had to throw the Gumby picture up. I don't know why. I mean, I know people wonder about me from time to time. But let's do this. Let's go back and let's close with this because it's now time for Instant Replay with Dave Garner. And let's close with this right here. Number 5. Bob Dole, 95 years old, saluting George H.W. Bush as George H.W. Bush lies in state in the rotunda of the Capitol of the United States of America for the last time. And there is the soldier saluting his friend, the soldier. And to me, Bob Dole is looking at that casket at 95 years old, number 1, and saluting this guy here. And they were just 2 kids off to the war. would you sacrifice? What would you sacrifice? And does this country still have sacrifice in its heart to save the greatest country in the world? I wish all the Bush family well today as they travel back to Houston, as they go through this time at the National Cathedral. The ceremony, the funeral today, called the funeral today at the National Cathedral. Wish all the Bush family well as they're grieving. And, no matter what you say about the guy, the kid got in the plane and took off and finished the mission. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back Thursday morning. That's tomorrow. Be right back. All right, so it's like we're going nowhere. Just come back tomorrow at 8. Take us out of here.